I guess, Easton, we'll start with you. Obviously, you guys are liking to keep people on the edge of their seats.
Yeah, no, it was definitely an entertaining game. We kind of weren't too good in the first, turned around in the second, and stuck to it through the third and fourth.
The game last night in Erie, you had a nice individual effort in the third period. Obviously, this overtime, I mean, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on you, but I mean, as a veteran in this club, are you kind of looking to put this club on your back type of thing?
Not so much that, just to lead these young guys and be a role model that they look up to, and creating plays that they might not think of, and then it helps them develop as well.
And Ryan, from your perspective, obviously the tying goal. Talk to us a little bit about your progression over the first, whatever it's been now, 50 games or so. You look like you have a sort of a little bit of a nose for the puck. The puck is always around you. Are you feeling more and more comfortable out there?
Yeah, and line mates like Wainright get me the puck, and it's easy to play with them. So.
And as far as you've won 4 in a row now on home ice. Earlier this season, it was kind of up and down on home ice. Are you feeling like the rink here is now, back to being your territory again?
Yeah, and having all the fans loud and having on average 4,000 fans, it's huge behind us. Having a huge crowd, it gets us some energy, and I think it makes us all play better.
And Easton, to the crowd, it's been, I haven't seen anything like this, the constant, full barn for you guys to play. How big of a difference is that for you guys? How much of a motivation is that for you guys out there each and every night?
It gives us energy throughout the whole game, especially like when we're not playing too well and the crowd's into it. It gives us energy on the bench, and it helps us, propel through, tough times throughout the game, and ultimately it probably helped us get the W tonight.
You might not know, Erie lost again tonight, so all of a sudden you and Flint are both 3 points back of that 7th playoff spot now. So are your eyes now on that 7th spot and looking ahead?
We're not too worried about that particularly. We're worried about our game. The wins will come. We're trying to stay in the playoffs, or as of right now, and then keep developing our game as it goes on.
As one of the leaders and the older guys in the team, you guys are short bodies right now. You've got young guys filling in, playing minutes that maybe they're not used to playing. Are you impressed at how these younger guys are kind of stepping up and taking on those minutes and the way that they're responding?
Yeah, no, they're definitely playing a huge chunk of minutes now, and they're making great plays when they have the opportunity out there, and showing.
Ryan, you get that puck there right at the last to score that goal. Were you surprised at how much time you had at the side of the net there?
Yeah, just looked up. I looked for someone backdoor and saw I had so much room, so I just ripped it.
Ryan, I mean, Alan has talked a lot in the last couple of weeks, especially about how this is a great time for everybody, but the young guys especially, to sort of get used to these kind of pressure-packed situations. It's going to pay off down the road. I mean, I know it's still early, for the second half of the year, but what are you learning, at this point in the year in your OHL season?
I think just more experience, getting more games under my belt, and having more game situations. Those opportunities at the end of the game, just you get more comfortable getting put in those situations, and I think just getting more confidence in those situations.
I mean, is that something you sort of have to go through yourself? Do you find that, the older guys are sort of pulling the kids aside and explaining things as well?
Yeah, they're huge. Like, you look up to all of them. They've been all through it. They played their first, second, third year. They were young, and I think learning stuff from them is huge.
I guess, Easton, I mean, you were in pretty much this exact same situation 2 years ago as a 16-year-old, kind of going right down to the wire, fighting for that 8th place. What did you learn that season you're able to sort of use now?
Every little detail on the ice matters throughout the game. So whether that be just like a puck getting in the zone could cost you and be in the back of your net. So every little detail matters when it comes down to these final games.
I guess it's I think 3-game scoring streak for you now after a little bit of a drought. I mean, what do you do when you're going through that rough patch to sort of stay up and keep shooting?
I shout out to my dad. He texts me throughout the whole rough patch. He was just saying, just keep playing your game, and then good stuff will happen. So I just kept playing a hard-nosed game, getting it, playing simple, and then success comes at the end of the road.
And tonight you had that penalty shot, you had that breakaway right at the beginning of overtime. Did you feel like you were due and you got that second chance?
I was hoping I was due, that's for sure. But yeah, it was definitely good to get at least one goal when I had that many opportunities throughout the game.
I guess, Ryan, now comes, the games you're waiting for. They got those 2 with Flint and a couple more down the road. What is it like to, finally get those head-to-head games with the teams you've been battling?
Yeah, those games are huge. We play them a couple more times, and we're fighting for a playoff spot. So I think the next four times we play them, those are huge to get 8 points out of it.